Alright, time has come to look at Pokemon Scarlet. This is maybe my most played Pokemon game. So, this one could take a bit, although a lot of the Pokemon are moved over to home, so I'll have to show those later when I go to home. Nevertheless, there will be some fun stuff to talk about here. Beautiful. Let's see. I started this game when it came out, as I have been doing for a lot of the games in recent times. Okay. Here's my character. Yeah, looking pretty good. Went through a few evolutions. Started with like black hair or purple hair. Had blonde hair at some point, but eventually got to the silver, the white. Okay, let's start with. Let's see. There's a way to. What am I looking for here? Profile. Alright. So, 18, all of the badges, all of the stories done, everything is done like that. And honestly, this game is, other than like getting all of the different cosmetics from different shops, which I was working on, I've done everything. Like, story-wise, battled every trainer. It's essentially 100%. So this is my other completed Pokédex that I alluded to earlier. All Paldea, Kitakami, and Blueberry. 129 shiny Pokemon battled. All of the recipes. Total playtime is 452 hours, but it is a lot more than that because I've done a good amount of shiny hunting, so it's over 500. Yeah. Enrollment date, November 18th, 2022. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Let's take a look at the Pokédex. Okay, so you can see I got the ribbon on all of them. Just run through them. One thing I haven't done is like read all of the entries. Like I read them as I get them, but when you evolve some Pokemon, sometimes you might not see them because it doesn't pop up. So that is something I still want to do, but yeah, I guess there's just a small amount of stuff I still want to do on this game, other than obviously shiny hunting is something you can do whenever, and there's still more I want to do on that. Ranked battles, I never did that. I never got far. Well, I did do a small amount, but I never got far. So there's that. So there's the diploma. Very nice. Kitakami. This is the first part of the DLC. The Teal Mask, I think it's called. Yep, so that's that. Diploma. Those diplomas look really nice too. Blueberry, this is the last part of the DLC. Indigo Disc. The Indigo Disc, that's what it's called. Boom. Diploma. Yeah, those are... They look so nice. Okay. So, that's the Dex. You know, I've gotten all of these things, watchtowers, I guess fly locations. You unlock them as you go to them. Gotten all of those. Explored everywhere. I haven't like collected every item, but I have like every TM and all of like the unique items. One thing we should look at is the club room. There's a lot there to show, I think. Definitely did a lot of item printing. So I did all of the coaches twice, or 3 times, got the trades. I try to do some, you know, unique interactions, because if you have 2 in there, they'll sometimes talk to each other. So I did a good amount of that. There's definitely like more interactions I could do, but there's no like complete list out there, so I think my best bet's just to watch a video of someone that compiled a bunch of them. So yeah, I did do this. I don't know if you can repeat that, I guess. So that's all of those. And let's take a look at my Pokemon that I have on the game currently. Some of them I traded to Violet, some of them are on home, so that's something to consider. And we'll take out Koraidon as well. King Gambit. This was for raids. A lot of Pokemon that I trained for raids. I've done a lot of EV training in this game, which is definitely easiest in this game compared to any others. This is a special shiny Numel that my partner caught when we were shiny hunting together with Union Circle. She traded to me, and I caught one of my favorites. This is one of her favorite Pokemon. I caught one of my favorites, which was Gengar, and traded her that, so a shiny one. So it was fun. This is just my catching Pokemon. Full Swipe Spore. It's good. You ride on. So this is the one you get at the end of the game, later in the story, like the aggressive, mean one or whatever. But my partner traded me hers from Violet, and I traded the Koraidon to her from Scarlet, so that we could each have that Pokemon for our decks and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty special. So I don't have that Koraidon, she does. So, here is Koraidon from the story, 11/18/2022. Gonna go ahead and put back to ride form. Here we go. Boxes. They're not that organized, but I think they are on home, the ones I transferred over. Like for instance, what's this? Oh, it's from my Violet save. So yeah, it's like things like that. You know, these are like traded Pokemon. Alright. I'll have to sort them another time, but go through and look if there's anything interesting. Probably won't be in these first boxes. It's just stuff caught for probably blueberry quests or whatever. Because these aren't even like the original Pokemon I caught as I played through the game, I don't think. Like all of those are in the living decks on home, I think. These ones, not sure. Some of them might be. Banshee. I wonder if this one's trained. Doesn't look like it, but I nicknamed it. It's funny. Got some Destiny Mark ones. This was my birthday last year. I didn't catch any this year. In fact, I forgot to even do Legends ZA little birthday celebration thing. Unfortunate. Some more Destiny Mark. I think this was... Yep, still my birthday. Shuppet. Destiny Mark. It's pretty cool. These are all just random things, like I said. Don't know what these eggs are, but I was breeding at some point. Just some more stuff to sort. Ditto for breeding, natures. Here's a Japanese one that I usually use. Perfect stat. Got it from a friend. He caught it. Flame body, Talonflame for hatching. Okay, so I do have some of the decks in here. They all have Paldea Origin. That's why it's called Origin decks. Nothing too crazy here. Just do it like this. None of these are especially special. They're just caught to fill out the decks. These are ones I caught in Terra raids. So this is like a special one because it's an event only, I think, for Gimme Ghoul. Same ones for these. These all had an event where they were available in the Terra raids. They're normally not. So that's cool. Got some of the Vivillons. I have a long ways to go on that. These are... You have to do postcards from Pokemon Go from different regions, so... That's something I still have to do on this one. And then this is just like recent shinies that I caught. Found this low kicks. Because I move them over to home usually. These are just random ones I got traded from people. Some of them from my partner, some of them from just online. Legendaries that I caught in the game. These are the snack worths ones from the guy that you give, you do blueberry quests and then he'll give you like a little snack thing and it'll spawn the Pokemon and you have to go hunt it down and look for them. I did them all without a guide. I think I might have had to look up general area for a couple of them. So I did almost all of them without a guide, at least. Some event Pokemon, we got Shiny Wochian. Shiny Chenpao. Shiny Tinglu. Shiny Chi-Yu. Very cool. Shiny. Raging Bolt. Kyogre. And I've only EV trained a couple of these. This is from my Sword playthrough. So... I was trying to help my sister with her decks. We didn't end up doing it, but this is from Sword. This needs to go back to Sword. Chi-Yu. Terapagos. Lunala. Yeah, I've EV trained a few of these legendaries. Master Ball Earthworm. So I keep that. That's traded from my partner. I think we're at the start again. Yeah. More legendaries. Tinglu. Walking Wake from raids. Raid events. Iron Leaves, same thing. Rayquaza. Great Crater of Paldea. Huh. Trying to remember. I think it's just around on the top is where it spawns. That's cool though that it says it's from there. First DLC, Teal Mask. Ogre Pond. Pecharunt from the, what's that called? Like the epilogue story, basically. Ursaluna, I did train this one. Used it in battles, 2v2 battles. Ante, Raikou, Necrozma, Spectrier. Ooh, Master Ball, this one. Very cool. Glastrier. Gia, okay. These are just Wild Terra Pokemon that I caught. Kinda might go for all of them, like catching them as the Wild Terra Pokemon, because they have set spawns for those. These are random trade Pokemon. In-game trades. So a lot of these are with the League Club people that you can invite. Different gym leaders, Elite Four. Just main characters of the game. That's the shiny Blitzel from Cyrano. I think we went through it twice. Yeah, okay. Not sure. Oh, more in-game trades. Yeah, a few of them. That's the gift one. That's shiny Munchlax for the Ogre ousting. Carbink. This Carbink, I think. Oh, Destiny Mark. On my partner's birthday 2 years ago in 2024. Same thing for, we were shiny hunting Fracture. This one was, I think, limited time mass outbreaks that, you know, normally you can't get the Alolan Raichu. That's what that one is. Ah, my story Pokemon. Okay, so these are mostly in order. I used a lot of Pokemon on my team across the main game and then DLCs. Because I basically try to do a whole new team for each DLC. So let's take a look. My starter. Scarada. Palmont. So this is all base game. Team. Tinkaton. Paldean Tauros. Combat form. Titan Cloth, which lost his special move that I can't get back, Block. I didn't realize it wouldn't be available again. Houndstone. And Glimora. And then that's it for my main game team. Actually, never mind. Glimora is part of the first DLC, Teal Mask, it looks like. Chandelure. This is all Teal Mask now. Gliscor. Torterra. That's the one you get as a gift from the professor, I think. Magmar. Okay, so now these are the last DLC, the Indigo Disc. So we got Magmar, Executor. Really good combo there. Tentacruel. Went with some classics. Flygon. Seadra, which I did not get to Kingdra. Because I don't think I could figure it out. Or didn't try to. Lantern. Rhydon. Same thing, I didn't have the item to get to Rhyperior. Alolan Golem. And that's it. And now we've got... This is the event Shiny Miraidon. The one that was a fiasco. With GameStop and all that. Archulodon. This is also story team for Indigo Disc. Now down here, these are the Titans from the story, the main story. Other than the Cloth, which I already mentioned was on my team. Okay. These are all of the mighty Pokemon. I've caught them all. All events throughout the years. So, go through them. I have them ordered in the order that they came out. Basically, they're the most difficult raids. Usually require pretty good coordination. They come at level 100. They come with the mightiest mark you can see here. They come with perfect IVs and all their stats. This one was special. This Mew, you got the mighty mark if you beat Mewtwo with it or something like that. Mighty Mewtwo. So that's that one. Boom. And everybody's Mew, this was like a distribution, would come with different Terra types. I got Bug. I think I just kept it as Bug because that was already going to be strong against Mewtwo. So yeah, pretty cool there. Eevee. Just one. I guess I wouldn't be able to get all the different EVs unless you had a million save files, which I did not do. If it ever comes back, I'll try. They're actually doing repeats right now of starters for Mighty Pokemon. One each week. I just had Blaziken, I think. So I haven't even EV trained most of these. There's a few I did, but I really should. They're pretty cool. They're just like super strong Pokemon from the get-go. More mighty. So yeah, this is... If you look at the dates, like, this is something I've had to keep up with the whole time. Every few weeks or whatever. Sometimes multiple weeks in a row. There was a gap there before we got the Paldea ones. And we got pseudo-legendaries. Porygon 2, that's a random one. That was when the Switch 2 came out. They were doing stuff. They had mass outbreaks for Porygon and Porygon 2. And they had Porygon 2 in the mightiest. So that's cool. That's fun. Yeah, Switch 2 was big for Scarlet and Violet. Absolute game changer. This one had a bug where something went wrong, so they reset it, so I was able to get 2 of them. Because normally you can only get 1 of a mighty Pokemon, but this one had a bug and they reset it, and you were able to get it twice. Which is funny. Yeah, basically just all these pseudo-legendaries. Shiny Rayquaza. This is an event. It was a raid battle, but not a mighty. Now we're into... That's another event Pokemon. These are just trades with my partner, friends. And some random ones too. Just kind of random stuff. There's nothing especially crazy here. These are Pokemon. These are all EV trained. These are ones I use for the raids. So, you know, if we switch, they're all EV trained. So, yeah, pretty cool. I'll run through these. Yeah, we'll do it like this so you can see the stats. I do have more that are on Violet right now. So these aren't all of my raiders, but it's a lot of them. I've done a lot of mighty raids. Oh yeah. So this, he wasn't for raids originally, or it's not. This is for doubles battles, but also good for raids, so very strong Pokemon. I think Azumarill might have been the first that I trained. EV trained in this game. Alright, we got some for competitive battling. We got Archie. A Rillaboom, named after Austin Archie from Lorna Shore. We've got Roman, the Incineroar, named after Roman Reigns from WWE. We got Sun Wukong, just named after mythology stuff. I believe. Otoroshi, the Grimmsnarl, and Ham's the Mousehold. So that makes up my team if you add in Goldengo. That's the team I've used so far. I also tried Baxcalibur in there, but Baxcalibur didn't work great. This is a Pokemon from my friend Taisaru. Boom. Is EV trained. And yeah. Typhlosion, this is I mean, it's an event. I'm trying to think of why it's over here. I just kind of ran out of space in some boxes. So yeah, there's definitely more Pokemon, but they're on Home and Violet. So that is that. Now I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to show. I mean, like I said, I have all the recipes. I guess I could show that. And I could show my outfits, or not outfits, because you don't. If you could save outfits, that would be great. Picnic. There we go. Yeah, so these are all of the recipes. You do have to collect them. That's fun, it's 151. Another thing. Not here. We'll go here. Just show that I have all the TMs as well. So you probably noticed not a lot of my shiny Pokemon are on here. I only had the one, plus the custom events. So that should be all of the TMs. I think if there's anything else. I guess my clothes. Oh, all the emotes and stuff. I unlocked all of those too. So all of these. You know, there's different ones that you get from different things. So I have all those. Alright. Uniforms, I'm not going to put them on because I want to keep my outfit. But... oh, I never put this one on. This was distribution, I think. I guess I'll wear that for a second. Yeah, I'm not going to show all these. That would take a while. But... I don't have everything. There are a lot. A lot of clothing items you can get in this game. See, you have all these different colors for each one. I was working on getting them, but and I probably have enough money just from item printer and just from saving up all the items I've gotten from raids and things I can sell, so I probably wouldn't have a hard time getting them, but it's just doing it. I think I was working on putting the list together, and then that's where I was at, because it's a big list. And I whenever I want to finish a game 100%, I make a checklist to make sure I don't miss anything, and things like that for cosmetics. Those checklists can take a while to make, and it's tedious. So I'll get to it, but fighting all the trainers in the game, that's something I did, and that's also hard because there's no list, there's no easy way to know in-game that you've done such a thing. And also, because it's so open world, like, you can just miss them, like, you wouldn't even know. So, putting a list together for that was also hard. I used various websites. I got it done, and I think it's accurate. See, there's just so much. Yeah, I don't like how they did this. Like, they could have done little, like a huge screen with like little square slots, kind of like the boxes for Pokemon. They could have done that instead, something like that. Like, this is just horrible to try to scroll through to look for what you want, and you can't save your outfits. So yeah, that's pretty bad. One of the worst things about the game design for this game, I think. Customization is just... so here's like a bunch of special ones. Just annoying to deal with. Here we go. Glasses. We're almost there. That would be the only, you know, one of the only things I have left to 100%, like truly 100% the game, I would say, other than shinies. Which, I've gotten a lot of shinies anyways, but I don't know if I'll get them all. Lots of cool cases. A lot of these you have to unlock by doing certain things, so it's actually pretty neat. Some of them are like, what the heck? Some of them are event ones, distributions. Yeah. I guess I can show you just what my selections are, if you're curious about that. Shape 7, Ultramarine, Eyelash D3, Black Eyelashes, Brow A3, black eyebrow color, mouth 2, coral lip color, no beauty spot or moles, no freckles. Boom. So yeah, pretty cool. You know, what else is there to do in the game is, I guess let's see if, see what it shows in here. For the battle stadium, might show some kind of progress. And I know I didn't show this on Sword, but I don't think I ever got on there on Sword at all. Season 40 is underway. It's the last timed one. After that, it's going to be 41, which is just going to go to infinity. Previous results, competitions. That must be the last competition I did. There you go. Not even sure what that team is. I think I was just doing it to get some kind of reward. Friendly competitions. Yeah, I guess I don't know how all this works. That's pretty cool. Ranked battles. So last time I played was season 22. There you go. It's been a long time. Never got far. Which, that is something I want to do. I won't do this one. I'll do it when it's new, the final one. But yeah, it's something I want to do, but I want to get through the story of Pokemon games, and I guess that's more important to me than getting into the rank battles faster. But I intend to. So, there you go. No wonder cards? Why can't you see the wonder cards? Oh, here we go. It's kind of cool. You can see when I redeemed everything. I suppose I have wonder cards on other games. I'm not sure how to access them. I guess you do that in the main menu probably before getting into the game. So, yeah, that's Scarlet. Next up is still Scarlet. Because I have other save files. So let me show you. I'm not sure what which ones are which, so we're gonna have to take a look here. I have a lot of files, so I could get like extra distributions and things. Like I was trying to get all these different EVs, so I made a bunch of them to get the different EV evolutions for Pokemon Day EV, like last year, I think. So let's see what this one is. Okay, so this one I was actually playing. This is one I was like doing a speed run kind of thing with Flamigo and all that. But I did end up it ended up not being speed run. Like I'm speed running, but I'm not trying to get a crazy time or anything. I'm just trying to get through the game quickly, so I can get legendaries and things like that. These are I did a couple mighty raids on here. Got these distributions. There's that Pokemon Day EV I was mentioning. Just so I could get those. So that's this save. These are more distributions, limited time things, the Shiny Rayquaza. This is my starter. These guys you use for the speed run. This I did find. Full odds Shiny, you know, as a Shinx. So that's cool. These other ones are just random, I think. yeah, needs a little bit of organizing, but not too bad. So that's that one. And then I think I have one more that I was actually playing, because I'm going to want to get Koraidon. Since I had to trade my other one away to get me Rhydon, I want a Koraidon, not my riding one. Like, I just want its own standalone one. And I believe that's what this one is for. How far am I in this one? There you go, 2 badges. So not super far. 6 shinies, I wonder what that is. 5 hours. So yeah, this is not a 100% playthrough. This is for like legendaries and things like that. Here's my team though, and just you know, another team. This was a shiny that I found. Full odds. Belly Bolt. Just so I can play through with a different team. There's the starter. Florigato. Micheloni. Corvusquare. What else could I show on this one? I guess the box. If there's anything interesting in here. Probably not. Just the same events. There's the Titan. I'm gonna keep block. That's another thing. I wanted one with block. I think this was on the team temporarily. Probably Diglett. There's that Pokemon Day Eevee. These are all those same events that you saw before. Okay, so now that's Scarlet. I have one more, a Japanese save file on my Switch 1, but it's not far, really. It's maybe about as far as this one. There isn't really much to show on there, so I'm not going to bother hooking that one up just for that, so we'll move on to Violet.